Ever seen those videos claiming you can get Iceland's permanent residency for just 12,000 rupees? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, today I'm breaking down the truth behind it. What's real, what's not, and exactly how Indians can actually get Iceland's permanent residency. Alright, so here's what you're getting in this video. We'll talk about whether Iceland really offers permanent residency for 12,000 rupees, what the real process looks like, who's eligible, how long it takes, what documents you need, and even how much it costs, with zero jargon and no fancy legal talk. By the end, you'll have every single doubt cleared. So let's start with the big question. Is Iceland really giving permanent residency to Indians for just 12,000 rupees? Here's the truth. There's no special India-only scheme. What's actually happening is a simple case of fee confusion. Iceland's official fee for permanent residency is 22,000 Icelandic krona, which converts to 16,000 rupees roughly in Indian currency. The cheaper number 12,000 rupees that you might have seen online is the cost of a regular residence permit, not permanent residency. That's where people are mixing things up. So no, Iceland's not selling permanent residency like a low-cost travel package. But yes, if you qualify, you can absolutely apply for it, legally and officially, and the process is pretty straightforward once you understand it. Now, let's talk about what permanent residency actually means. In simple words, once you get Iceland's permanent residency, you can live and work there long-term without having to renew your visa every year. Think of it like a long-term membership. You're not a citizen yet, but you've got stable rights to stay and work in Iceland without worrying about yearly extensions. Alright, so who's eligible? Here's the checklist. First, you must already be living in Iceland on a valid residence permit, so you can't apply for PR while sitting in India. You have to be legally staying there first. Second, you need to have lived in Iceland continuously for 4 years on a residence permit that actually leads to PR. Third, you need to complete a basic Icelandic language course. Don't worry, it's just a beginner level, but you do need to show a certificate that you attended it. Fourth, you must have a clean criminal record and be able to support yourself financially. Basically, the government wants to see that you've lived there properly, learned their language a bit, behaved well, and can take care of yourself. Now, let's get to the money part. The fees. Here's the breakdown. Permanent residency fee, 22,000 ISK, 15,000 to 16,000 rupees. Normal residence permit fee, 16,000 ISK, 11,000, 12,000 rupees. That's it. No hidden charges, no agent shortcuts. And remember, currency rates change every day. So when you actually apply, the rupee amount might vary slightly. Now, apart from paying the fee, you also need to prove that you can support yourself financially. Iceland has an official reference amount, basically a minimum income requirement. It changes every year, but as of 2025, they updated it again. So before applying, just check the current numbers on the official website of the Directorate of Immigration. That's island.is. Alright, let's move on to documents. This is where most people get confused. Here's what you'll need. Your passport and your current residence permit card. The D200 application form, that's the official permanent residency form. Proof that you've been living continuously in Iceland. Things like your rental agreements, tax papers, and job records. Your language course certificate, police clearance certificate, or criminal record check. Proof that you can financially support yourself. Salary slips, bank statements, or other income records. Depending on whether you're there for work, family, or study, some documents might change. But this is the general list. Next, how do you actually apply? Step 1. Make sure you've completed your 4 years of legal stay. Step 2. Gather all your documents and fill out the D200 form. Step 3. Apply online through Iceland's official immigration portal and pay the fee. Step 4. While your application is being processed, keep your current residence permit valid. Don't let it expire midway. Now, how long does it take? Honestly, it's not super quick. It can take several months. sometimes even up to 6 months or more, depending on how busy the immigration office is and whether your documents are complete. So patience is key here. Let's quickly clear a few FAQs that pop up often. Can I apply from India? No, you have to be living in Iceland on a valid residence permit first. Do I need to live there for a certain number of years? Yes, usually 4 years continuously, though there are a few exceptions for some categories like spouses of Icelandic citizens. Is there really a 12,000 rupees shortcut for PR? Nope, that's just the normal residence permit fee being mistaken for PR. Does PR mean I become an Icelandic citizen? Not yet. Permanent residency is just the long-term right to live and work. Citizenship is a separate process that takes more years and additional requirements. All right, let's wrap this up with a quick summary. Getting Iceland's permanent residency isn't a quick trick or a viral loophole. It's a legal process. You need to live there for 4 years, learn basic Icelandic, show you can support yourself, submit the D200 form, and pay the official 22,000 ISK fee, which comes to around 16,000 rupees. The 12,000 rupees number floating around is actually the cost for a regular residence permit, not a permanent one. So yes, you can get PR, just not as cheaply as the headlines make it sound. But if you're already living in Iceland and meet the conditions, it's absolutely possible. If this video helped you clear the confusion, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because we simplify real-world topics like this every week.